Podcast monetization. So, it's a thing when media companies start adding more and more and more podcasts to their entities, and a lot of companies that I follow, like Recode, for example, they keep coming out with more podcasts, Vox and other companies. Now, why are podcasts so lucrative for them? A couple of reasons. One is that my company, E-commerce ROI, we link content with e-commerce because e-commerce has much higher margins, and most content companies have a hard time monetizing because they just use advertising, which is like a low-cost race to the bottom. But most don't know how to monetize with e-commerce unless they license with us or have figured out on their own, which most haven't. So podcasts are lucrative for a number of reasons. One is because of the audience reach. Wherever you have audience, because today attention is the scarcest resource and the most valuable resource, so wherever you have an audience, podcasts are becoming more and more popular because voice is becoming more popular because people can multitask. Like when you watch a video, you have to watch it, but when you listen to a podcast, you can do other things at the same time because it doesn't take as much attention to listen to something as to watch it. So you can listen to it and still hear it and do other things at the same time. Another reason why podcasts can monetize so easily is because obviously audience is critical, but it's because it doesn't take a lot of resources. Like to do a lot of content takes a lot of research, takes a lot of this and that. To do a podcast does take some research in many cases, but it's, you can put together a half-hour podcast, just interview a guest. It takes 10 minutes to set up, 30 minutes to do the podcast, and then you have sponsorships that pay you a significant amount of money. Influencers already have a large audience, so it's nothing new for them to do a podcast, based upon the content they already have. So, look for companies like Google started becoming one of the world's most valuable companies when they developed, AdWords to monetize their listing. So look for companies more and more to get into the space of developing tools. Like PayPal became big because they monetized eBay payments. Look for more and more companies to get into podcasts. Monetization is a revenue stream because, like in the California gold rush, it was the people that sold picks and shovels that made a lot of money. As more and more content podcasts become monetized, the companies that allow this monetization will become big companies themselves.